here we have a couple of sales hacks for schools to increase your enrolments. My name is Nicola Lutz. I am the founder of No Fluff Sales Training Consultancy, specifically for education. So I work with schools, but I also work with agents. About 50% of my work is with agents that recruit students for you, hopefully. And I know how they like to work, and I know what their workload is like. And so I thought I would gather together a few tips to help you work with them more easily, and also to ease that relationship. Okay, so the first one sounds very obvious, but isn't always followed through, and that is make it easy. This is a general tip for any sales. The easier you make it for someone, the better. If you think of Amazon's, would you like to buy these extra things, or buy with one click? They know what they're doing. They're just making it really easy for you to spend money. And we're going to use that kind of philosophy of making it really easy for agents to work with you. How can you make it easier? I mean, ask them as well if you're not already. This includes things like your forms to fill in, anything like that, any kind of bureaucratic kind of things that you need to do. First of all, do you need them? Ask yourself that question. And if you do, how can you make that easier for the agents, but also the families? If they are in English, for example, do they need help going through those forms together? Do you need to set an appointment just to help them go through it? So making things really clear and easy. And when I say clear, that's also transparency on fees, any extra registration fees, commissions, any bonuses. If you don't pay a commission until you get the third student, first of all, that agency isn't going to love you for that, and all the other agents will hear about it. So when they've done the work and they've done consultancy and they've done all the marketing on your behalf, I would suggest you pay them from the first student if you don't already, because all the other agents will hear about it at the next agent workshop otherwise. Second tip is to view them as your long-term partner. So this isn't just a here's our stuff, please go and sell us. Let's work together with them. And that could include making sure they've got up-to-date materials, which I think most of you are probably pretty good on, but also how about sending them some success stories or some case studies, especially if they are from pupils that you have from their country, so that they can use those. Storytelling works really well in sales and consultancy, so that they can use them and tell them, here is a case study or a success story that you can use. And it doesn't have to be a massive success. It could be that shy lad that came over from wherever that now is in the rugby team or something, or presented to his classmates when before he was too shy to talk. It could be very small things, but they can remember them really easily and use them to sell. So keep going with those and make sure that you are in touch with your agents. Decide when that would be, how often that would be, because I do see schools quite often just waiting for agents to send them inquiries, which is fine if they're find a match for you, but to stay front of mind, you need to be in touch with them more regularly. And I'm going to say training them regularly. It doesn't have to be a formal training. It could be just reminders of your main advantages over your competing schools, and obviously how to sell you, how to position you. So make sure you're working with them long term. Can you support them in their marketing efforts? Quite often this is in form of exhibitions or fairs or family events, but it could be on Instagram lives, for example, or I don't know, a quiz night about your area or something. And what can you do to help them generate leads? Because they are a business after all, they need the leads, and the more that you can help them get those leads in, the more likely they are to send them to you. So view it as a long-term relationship that you have to you have to invest into. The next tip is pretty obvious again, but let's check that we're doing it, is make sure we are super responsive to those agent inquiries. They quite often have KPIs themselves where they have to respond to the family sooner rather than later. If they have sent that request for information off to several schools that might be a fit, they're going to want to know that you want that student to come to yours. So let's be as responsive as possible. In terms of speed, without wanting to make you fall off your chair, fastest finger first counts here. So if you can respond within 5 minutes, you are more likely to convert that lead. Now, sometimes you need to go and gather information and you can't respond with all of the stuff that they need, but let them know that you're on it. And a really, really easy way to do this is to pick up the phone or send a WhatsApp voice note to the agent and say, got your inquiry, I'm on it, I'll respond as soon as I can. I just need to find out this. Okay, just make sure they're on it, fastest finger first, but definitely within the same working day, ideally as them. Time zones don't always allow, I know, but fast as you can there so that they know that you are responsive, because if something goes wrong with their student, they want to know that you are all over it. They want to know what's happening, keep them in the loop. And also being flexible with them is another tip. So being flexible where you can in terms of what their families need. I realise we're working with a big machine as a school, so that's not always possible, but being flexible if you can is really helpful and helps that agent to make that enrolment for you. And then the last one is communication. Make sure they know what they need to know. They don't need reams and reams and reams of information about it. They want the salient points, particularly in the larger agencies. When you think that they are businesses that need to sit down and counsel, and their job really is to sell school placements and all that goes with it, they don't want to be spending hours reading PDFs. They want the skinny. Give them the skinny version. And keep in touch with them regularly. Don't wait for them to contact you. Get in touch with them. Be proactive. Really listen to what they need. Ask some great questions. We're not just going to keep phoning them saying, do you have a student for me? What can we do to help you sell us better? What's happening in the market? What marketing efforts can we support you in? Okay, so maintaining that relationship, just as you would any relationship, but particularly for your agents that are sending probably around 80% of international students to your school. So it's worth investing some time in. I hope that helps. Good luck to you all, and I hope to see you soon. Bye-bye.